These are the best revision techniques that will get you top marks in your exam. For those who are new to the channel, hi, my name's Ahmed. I'm a year 11 GCSE student, and in this video I'll be talking about some of the best ways and some of the best revision techniques that I use to get grades 8's and 9's. The video's timestamped so you can skip around as needs be, and let's get straight into the first technique. So number one, the pomodoro technique. This technique, in my opinion, can be a savior for productivity. It's basically the 25-5 rule. 25 minutes of work and 5 minutes of break. Repeat until all your work is done. I feel like it works best for subjects you don't enjoy revising that much because it kickstarts you into actually doing your revision. But for subjects you enjoy, maybe you enjoy history, maybe you enjoy something of science, those will probably be easier for you to revise. So technique number two is blurting. Sounds really disgusting, but it's a really useful revision technique that I recently started using. Basically what you have to do is grab a sheet of paper and write down everything you know about a topic. Normally you do this just before revision, but you can do it just after, as it's a great way to see what you've retained, especially like 10-15 minutes after. My favorite way to do it is to do it to time, so about 5 minutes of just writing stuff down and then reviewing what I've written down and whether it makes sense, whether it's the correct information. Technique number three is practice papers. If you aren't using them, then start using them ASAP. Practice papers allow you to do exam style questions that are similar to what you get in tests. And pro tip here, use the mark scheme and try and learn it, because at the end of the day, the mark scheme is the final boss you actually have to conquer, and the questions are just there to see if you get the marks. Like this video if these tips are helpful, and consider subscribing to see brand new videos every week, and maybe you'll enjoy my day in the life video coming next week. So active recall. This is hands down the best way of getting top grades, and I'll say it again, best way of getting top grades, becoming the top student, and just getting top everything. Active recall works best with spaced repetition, and I'll get to that in the next tip. So active recall goes hand in hand with spaced repetition, and when you first start using it, you might find it hard to recall information from a while back. But that's where the forgetting curve comes in. When you use active recall, eventually you have to go over things so many times that you'll be less likely to forget it. Anki Flashcards is a great example of an app that uses the active recall algorithm, and it's great to use and I highly recommend it. Like I said in the last tip, spaced repetition in conjunction with active recall is a dream revision technique come true. Spaced repetition is the process of going back over a topic multiple times to ensure you don't forget it. It utilizes the forgetting curve again, and in this instance, once again, the more likely you go over something and come back to it, the less likely you are to forget it. Flashcards. I use these all the time before practice papers to remember information that I need for them, and I use Anki Flashcards to do them. Anki Flashcards is, in my opinion, the best flashcard app since it utilizes the active recall algorithm that I talked about in a previous tip so passionately. So yeah, that's definitely my recommended app, and I have a whole tutorial video about how to use Anki in the description below. You can also use paper flashcards, but in my opinion it takes longer, doesn't have the active recall feature, and it's just more work for me to do. The last technique tip thing that I have for you guys is to use online revision things such as like Seneca. Seneca is something I only found out about in the summer and really wish I had done before, but it's really useful because it gives you kind of exam style questions, and sometimes, or like fill in the answer questions. They're really useful and simple questions that allow you to go over the basic parts of a topic. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. We recently hit 100 subscribers 2 weeks ago and now are well on our way to reaching 150. So thanks so much for your support on every video I post and for all the comments you guys leave. I love responding to them, and I really like seeing that my videos that I create actually help you guys out there. So thanks so much for allowing me to have this opportunity. Now go off and use these revision techniques I talked about in this video to get the grades that you guys deserve, and I'll see you next week with a day in the life video that I think you'll enjoy. Bye for now.